At Port Clinton for Dunlop, we make large industrial conveyor belts for a number of different applications. What makes this facility cutting edge really is the size and scope and scale of conveyor belts that we can produce here.
Here at Port Clinton, we receive compound on a daily basis, which is transferred to equipment out on the shop floor, goes through the milling and calendaring process, goes through lamination, presses, and then inspection.
It's a very long and complex process from start to finish. It's not something that we can just start in one day and end in one day. I mean, it takes several weeks, sometimes months, once the process is started.
So we get raw rubber that comes in. We do all our own formulations here. We have a chemist on site. We send out our formulations to our compounders. They send in the raw materials. We also do our own textiles in Livonia, Georgia. They send those raw materials here, ordered per job.
With us having full control of all the raw materials, we can make adjustments very quickly. We can meet customer needs very quickly. We are very responsive, and we can make those adjustments as we go along. It makes it much easier for us to do jobs where there may be an emergency for a customer, and we say, okay, we can pull this from here, move this here, and get that belt to that customer very quickly.
We'll bring the raw rubber in. The first step, it'll go to what's called calendaring. When it goes to the calendaring, they take that raw rubber, they put it through the mills. Basically 2 big steel rolls, they break it down. That'll get fed up into the calendar where it gets sheeted out to the thin gauge that it needs to be for the belt. And then that thin material will get pressed down into the fabric. That gives you a calendared ply. We'll take those calendared plies and we'll combine them together depending on what the belt construction is that we need.
From there, it goes to the lamination department, or also known as makeup table or build line, where they're actually building the order.
The lamination process involves putting actually the 2 belts together with fabric in between. And that goes through a process in which it gets pressed, it may get trimmed, and that feeds into another roll, and then it gets transferred over to another area.
From there, it goes to our press department, where we're cooking and curing the belt and making it strong again.
At the curing press, we take that laminated belt, we put it through 1 heat at a time, depending on which press it goes to. And it'll get cured in sections for a specific cure time, which can be anywhere from 10 minutes to 90 minutes, depending on the belt construction. It'll go through a heat at a time, and then when that's finished, it goes through to inspection.
One of the things that's very important for our product, especially our more heavy-duty product, is making sure that it can resist a very high level of impact, is very, very tear resistant, and very rip resistant. When it's going to go into an application where there might be very large diameter rock dropping onto it, you have to have very, very high impact resistance, rip resistance, and tear resistance. And all those things combined are very important.
Every belt that gets built at Port Clinton gets tested before shipping. We want to make sure that those testing results fall within the specs, upper and lower and min-maxes, so they meet those customer specifications.
That all gets documented, recorded, and then it gets final packaging, and from there, it gets shipped out.
One of the things that we're doing at Fenner Dunlop, especially in the Port Clinton plant right now, is we're working on innovating new ways to look at the belts as they go through the process, look how to make that process more efficient, make it more timely to get belts out for the customer. Also improve the quality with better vision systems to look at repairs with a camera. They may see things that we don't and improve on that.
It's a really good facility. It's clean. There's great people. There's great leadership. I've had several factory jobs in the past, and this is definitely by far the best one.
What makes Port Clinton unique, or a place that people want to work? It's the people and their commitment to making a good product.
Here in Port Clinton, we have gone around 955 days without a lost time accident. So when you walk in, that is going to be the first thing that you see. That's not something manufacturers normally get or achieve, but it's definitely something to be proud of.
I believe that there is a certain level of camaraderie, and there is also that commitment to a good quality belt. They want Fenner Dunlop to be known out in the belting world as a leader in conveyor belts.